stop telling everyone what's going on in your life. Just stop right now. In this hyper-connected world, we've become addicted to sharing every little detail, every minor triumph, and every passing struggle. But here's the harsh truth. Constantly broadcasting your life isn't just unnecessary, it's holding you back from true greatness. Think about it. How much time do you spend crafting the perfect post, waiting for likes, and obsessing over who's viewed your story? That's time and energy you could be pouring into actually living your life, chasing your dreams, and becoming the person you're meant to be. But it's not just about wasted time. It's about protecting your vision, nurturing your ambitions, and building the resilience you need to face life's inevitable challenges. When you're constantly seeking validation from others, you're giving away your power. You're letting the opinions of others shape your path instead of forging it yourself. Resilience isn't built in the spotlight. It's forged in the quiet moments of determination when no one's watching. It's developed through the private battles you fight, the silent victories you achieve, and the lessons you learn when you fall and get back up, all on your own. Vision requires focus. It demands that you tune out the noise of the world and listen to that small, powerful voice inside you that knows what you're truly capable of. But how can you hear that voice when you're constantly drowning it out with the chatter of social media and the need for external approval? Determination is a fire that burns within you. It's not fueled by likes or comments. It's stoked by your unwavering belief in yourself and your goals. When you're always telling others what you're doing, you're diffusing that energy. You're seeking motivation from outside when the most powerful drive comes from within. Now, I'm not saying to completely isolate yourself. We all need support and connection. But there's a profound difference between sharing meaningful moments with those closest to you and broadcasting every detail of your journey to the world at large. Instead of seeking validation from the masses, consider tapping into a deeper, more universal source of strength. Many of the world's most successful and resilient individuals speak of a connection to something greater than themselves. Whether you call it God, the universe, or simply a higher purpose, this concept transcends specific religious doctrines. This isn't about adhering to any particular faith. It's about recognizing that there's more to life than what we can see and touch. It's about understanding that you are part of something vast and meaningful, even in your quietest, most private moments. Let me share a story that illustrates the power of resilience, vision, determination, and this universal concept of a higher power. There was once a young woman named Maya. From the outside, her life seemed perfect. She had a good job, a wide circle of friends, and was always quick to share her achievements and setbacks on social media. But deep down, Maya felt unfulfilled. She had dreams of becoming a renowned architect, designing buildings that would inspire and uplift communities. However, she never seemed to make any real progress towards this goal. One day, after a particularly discouraging setback, Maya decided to make a radical change. She deactivated all her social media accounts and made a vow to stop sharing every detail of her life with the world. At first, it was incredibly difficult. She felt disconnected and alone, but slowly, something remarkable began to happen. Without the constant distraction of likes and comments, Maya found herself with more time and mental energy. She started dedicating her evenings to studying advanced architectural techniques. She began sketching designs that had been floating in her mind for years, but she'd never taken the time to put on paper. As the weeks turned into months, Maya faced numerous challenges. There were nights when she wanted to give up, when the task seemed too daunting. But instead of turning to social media for comfort or distraction, she learned to sit with her discomfort. She developed a practice of quiet reflection, connecting with what she perceived as a universal source of strength and inspiration. In these moments of stillness, Maya found a wellspring of resilience she never knew she possessed. She began to see setbacks not as failures, but as opportunities to learn and grow. Her vision for her future became clearer and more vibrant with each passing day. Maya's determination grew stronger as she focused solely on her goals, unburdened by the need to constantly update others on her progress. She entered a prestigious architectural competition, pouring weeks of work into her design. When she didn't win, instead of sharing her disappointment online, she used that energy to refine her work further. A year into her new, more private life, Maya submitted her portfolio to a renowned architectural firm. The night before her interview, instead of seeking reassurance from friends online, she spent time in quiet contemplation, drawing strength from her belief in a higher purpose for her life and work. Maya got the job. But more than that, she had transformed into a more resilient, focused, and determined version of herself. She had learned that true strength comes from within, nurtured in moments of privacy and reflection. This story isn't just about Maya. It's about you. It's about all of us who have become so accustomed to sharing every aspect of our lives that we've forgotten the power of privacy, of quiet determination, of a vision nurtured away from the prying eyes of the world. Imagine what you could achieve if you redirected all the energy you spend telling others about your life into actually living it. Think about the goals you could accomplish, the person you could become if you stopped seeking constant validation and started trusting in your own strength and purpose. This isn't easy. We live in a world that encourages constant sharing, that equates silence with inactivity. But the most profound transformations often happen in silence. The most impactful work is often done away from the spotlight. Embracing this approach requires a positive mindset. It's not about isolating yourself or becoming secretive. It's about recognizing the value of your private thoughts, your personal struggles, and your individual journey. It's about understanding that not everything needs to be shared to be meaningful or real. This positive mindset is crucial because it allows you to see challenges as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles to bemoan publicly. It enables you to find joy in the process of improvement, not just in the moments of public triumph. It empowers you to define success on your own terms, not by the metrics of likes and shares. Continual growth becomes not just possible, but inevitable when you adopt this approach. Without the constant pressure to present a perfect image to the world, you're free to take risks, to make mistakes, to learn and evolve. You can pursue knowledge and skills for their own sake, not for how impressive they'll look on your profile. This mindset shift from constant sharing to purposeful privacy is a journey in itself. It requires patience, self-compassion, and a willingness to sit with discomfort. You may find yourself feeling isolated at first, unsure of your place in a world that seems to value visibility above all else. But as you persist, you'll discover a new kind of freedom, the freedom to pursue your goals without fear of judgment or the pressure of expectations, the freedom to change course without having to explain yourself to the world, the freedom to be authentically, unapologetically you. This is where true greatness is born, not in the carefully curated posts or the meticulously edited story, but in the quiet moments of determination, in the private victories, in the resilience built through facing challenges head on rather than seeking sympathy online. Think about the great innovators, leaders, and change makers throughout history. While we may know their end results, much of their journey happened behind the scenes. Thomas Edison didn't tweet about every failed attempt at creating the light bulb. Martin Luther King Jr. didn't live stream his process of writing his iconic speeches. Marie Curie didn't post daily updates about her groundbreaking research. These individuals and countless others like them understood the power of focused private work. They knew that true impact comes not from telling the world what you're going to do, but from quietly doing it and letting the results speak for themselves. This doesn't mean you should never share your accomplishments or seek support when you need it, but it does mean being intentional about what you share, when you share it, and why. It means recognizing that not every thought, not every step of your journey needs to be public knowledge. By embracing this approach, you're not just changing your social media habits. You're fundamentally shifting your relationship with yourself, with your goals, and with the world around you. You're choosing to value substance over appearance, depth over breadth, quality over quantity. This shift allows you to tap into a deeper well of strength and inspiration. When you're not constantly seeking external validation, you become more attuned to your inner voice, to your true desires and motivations. This is where that concept of a universal, non-denominational higher power can play a crucial role. Whether you conceptualize it as God, the universe, or simply a higher purpose, connecting with something greater than yourself provides a source of strength and guidance that goes beyond the fleeting approval of others. It reminds you that your worth isn't determined by your follower count or your like to comment ratio, but by the impact you have on the world and the person you become in the process. This connection to a higher purpose also helps you maintain perspective. When you're focused on something greater than yourself, the minor setbacks and daily frustrations that you might have once shared online lose their power over you. You become more resilient, more capable of weathering life's storms without needing to broadcast every moment of turbulence. Moreover, this approach fosters a deeper, more authentic connection with the people who truly matter in your life. When you're not constantly sharing everything with everyone, the moments you do choose to share become more meaningful. Your relationships deepen as you learn to be present and engaged, rather than always thinking about how to package the moment for public consumption. So, what does this mean for you right now in this moment? It means it's time to make a choice to stop telling everyone what's going on in your life and start living it fully, privately, and purposefully. It means deciding to nurture your resilience, sharpen your vision, and strengthen your determination away from the public eye. This choice isn't easy. It goes against much of what our current culture values and promotes. But it's a choice that can lead to profound personal growth, remarkable achievements, and a sense of fulfillment that no amount of likes or shares can provide. Start by taking a step back from your social media presence. You don't have to delete all your accounts overnight, but begin to be more intentional about what you share and why. Ask yourself, does this post serve my greater purpose? Is this sharing coming from a place of authenticity or a need for validation? Next, start dedicating time each day to quiet reflection. This could be through meditation, prayer, journaling, or simply sitting in silence. Use this time to connect with your inner self, to clarify your vision, and to draw strength from what you perceive as a higher power or purpose. Begin setting goals that are for your eyes only. Write them down, work towards them diligently, but resist the urge to announce them to the world. Let the achievement itself be your reward, not the acknowledgement from others. When you face challenges, and you will, practice sitting with the discomfort rather than immediately seeking sympathy or advice online. Build your resilience by working through problems on your own or with a trusted confidant, rather than broadcasting your struggles to the world. Cultivate a positive mindset by focusing on growth and learning rather than on presenting a perfect image. Celebrate your progress privately, knowing that true growth often happens in the moments no one else sees. Remember Maya's story. Remember how her life transformed when she stopped telling and started doing? You have that same potential within you. You have the power to create a life of purpose, achievement, and fulfillment, not by telling everyone about it, but by living it fully and authentically. The journey won't be easy. There will be moments when you're tempted to fall back into old habits, to seek validation through sharing. In those moments, remember why you started this journey. Remember the strength you're building, the vision you're pursuing, the determination you're cultivating. Your life is not a performance for others to watch and judge. It's a precious gift, an opportunity to grow, to create, to make a difference. It's time to stop narrating your life and start living it. It's time to tap into your inner resilience, to focus on your unique vision, and to fuel your determination with something deeper than likes and comments. The world doesn't need to know every detail of your journey, but the world does need what you have to offer when you're operating at your fullest potential, unburdened by the need for constant external validation. Starting today, stop telling everyone what's going on in your life. Instead, show the world what you're capable of through your actions, your achievements, and the person you become. Connect with a higher purpose, nurture your inner strength, and let your results speak for themselves. Your journey to greatness begins now. In this moment of decision, will you choose to keep sharing, or will you choose to start living? The choice is yours. Make it wisely, make it bravely, and watch as your life transforms in ways you never imagined possible. Remember, the most profound journeys often begin in silence. Your next chapter starts now, not with a post, not with a tweet, but with a quiet, powerful decision to live your life rather than narrate it. The world is waiting to see what you'll achieve. But more importantly, you're waiting to discover what you're truly capable of when you stop telling and start doing. The journey of transformation you're about to embark on isn't just about changing your social media habits. It's about fundamentally reshaping your approach to life, success, and personal growth. As you step away from the constant need to share and seek validation, you'll find yourself with an abundance of energy and focus to direct towards your true passions and goals. Consider for a moment the mental and emotional bandwidth you'll reclaim. The time you once spent crafting the perfect post, choosing the right filter, or obsessing over responses can now be invested in developing your skills, pursuing your dreams, or simply being present in the moment. This shift alone can be revolutionary. But the benefits go far beyond just having more time. When you stop constantly narrating your life, you create space for deeper self-reflection and authentic growth. Without the pressure to present a curated version of yourself to the world, you're free to explore who you truly are and who you want to become. This journey of self-discovery can be both exhilarating and challenging. You may find yourself face to face with aspects of your personality or your life that you've been avoiding or hiding behind a carefully constructed online persona. Embrace these discoveries. They are the raw material from which you'll build a stronger, more authentic version of yourself. As you progress on this path, you'll likely notice changes in how you perceive success and failure. When you're no longer sharing every achievement or setback with the world, you begin to develop a more intrinsic sense of value. Your worth isn't determined by the number of congratulatory comments or sympathetic reactions you receive, but by your own assessment of your growth and progress. This internal locus of control is a powerful thing. It allows you to persevere through challenges that might have once derailed you. When you face a setback, instead of immediately seeking comfort or validation online, you'll find yourself drawing on your inner reserves of strength and resilience. You become more solution-oriented, focusing on what you can learn and how you can improve rather than on how to frame the experience for public consumption. Moreover, this shift in perspective often leads to a more understanding of success itself. Without the constant pressure to showcase achievements, you may find yourself setting more meaningful, personally fulfilling goals. Success becomes less about impressing others and more about aligning your actions with your values and aspirations. As you cultivate this more private, intentional approach to life, you may also notice a shift in your relationships. When you're not constantly broadcasting your experiences, the moments you do choose to share with others become more meaningful. Your conversations deepen as you learn to listen more intently and share more authentically. You may find that some relationships naturally fall away as you engage less on social media. This is normal and often healthy. The connections that remain and strengthen are likely to be the ones that truly matter. The people who appreciate and support you for who you are, not for the image you project online. This journey also offers an opportunity to redefine your relationship with information and stimulation. In our hyper-connected world, we become accustomed to a constant stream of updates, notifications, and input. By stepping back from this, you create space for deeper thought and creativity. In the quiet moments that you once might have filled with scrolling or posting, you may find your mind wandering to new ideas, solutions to long-standing problems, or insights about yourself and the world around you. This is the fertile ground from which innovation and personal growth spring. As you continue on this path, you likely encounter moments of doubt or temptation. There may be times when you feel isolated or out of the loop. You might worry that you're missing out on opportunities or connections by not being as visible online. These feelings are normal and to be expected. In these moments, remind yourself of why you started this journey. Reconnect with your vision for your life and your higher purpose. Draw strength from your belief in something greater than yourself, whatever form that takes for you. Remember that true growth and meaningful achievement often happen in the quiet, unseen moments. It's also important to recognize that this approach doesn't mean complete isolation or a rejection of all forms of sharing. Instead, it's about being intentional and purposeful in your interactions with the world. It's about choosing quality over quantity, depth over. You may find that as you share less frequently, the things you do choose to share become more impactful. When you do decide to speak about your experiences or achievements, your words carry more weight because they come from a place of careful consideration rather than habitual oversharing. This intentional approach extends to how you consume information as well. As you pull back from constant social media engagement, you have the opportunity to be more selective about the input you allow into your life. Choose sources of information and inspiration that align with your values and goals. Seek out perspectives that challenge and expand your thinking rather than simply reinforcing your existing views. As you progress on this journey, you may find yourself drawn to new forms of expression and connection. Perhaps you discover a passion for writing, art, or music as a way to process your experiences and insights. Maybe you'll find fulfillment in volunteer work or community engagement, making a tangible difference in the world around you, rather than simply talking about it online. Remember, the goal isn't to completely withdraw from the world, but to engage with it in a more meaningful, intentional way. It's about creating a life that's rich in experiences, relationships, and personal growth, rather than one that's rich in likes, shares, and followers. As you continue to embrace this new approach, you likely find that your definition of success evolves. Instead of measuring your worth by external metrics, you'll start to value the internal sense of fulfillment that comes from living in alignment with your values and purpose. You'll take pride in the person you're becoming, not just in the image you project. This shift can be profoundly liberating. When you're no longer constrained by the need to constantly perform for an online audience, you're free to take risks, to experiment, to fail, and learn without fear of public judgment. This freedom can lead to extraordinary personal and professional growth. Consider the possibilities that open up when you're not constantly seeking approval or validation from others. You might find the courage to start that business you've been dreaming of, to pursue a career change, or to take on a challenge that once seemed too daunting. Without the pressure to present a perfect image to the world, you're free to embrace the messy, imperfect process of growth and achievement. As you progress on this journey, you may also find yourself developing a deeper sense of empathy and understanding for others. When you're not constantly comparing your life to the curated versions others present online, you become more attuned to the real struggles and triumphs of those around you. This can lead to more authentic connections and a greater sense of community. Remember, this journey is not about achieving perfection. There will be days when you struggle, when the temptation to fall back into old habits is strong. Be kind to yourself in these moments. Recognize that change is a process, not an event. Each day is an opportunity to recommit to your goals and to take another step forward on your path. As you continue to grow and evolve, you may find yourself becoming a source of inspiration for others, not through carefully crafted posts or motivational quotes shared online, but through the example you set with your actions and the person you become. Your quiet determination, your resilience in the face of challenges, and your commitment to personal growth can have a profound impact on those around you. This ripple effect is one of the most powerful aspects of this journey. By choosing to live more intentionally and authentically, you're not just transforming your own life, you're contributing to a broader shift in how we approach success, fulfillment, and connection in our digital age. As you move forward, continue to nurture your connection to something greater than yourself. Whether you conceive of this as God, the universe, or simply a higher purpose, this connection can provide a wellspring of strength and inspiration. It reminds you that your worth isn't determined by your online presence or public image, but by the impact you have on the world and the lives of those around you. In the quiet moments, when you're not distracted by the noise of social media, you may find yourself more attuned to this higher purpose. You may discover a deeper sense of meaning in your work, your relationships, and your daily experiences. This sense of purpose can be a powerful motivator, driving you forward even when the path is challenging. As you continue on this journey, remember that you're not alone. Throughout history, many of the world's greatest thinkers, leaders, and innovators have understood the power of quiet reflection and purposeful action. By choosing this path, you're joining a lineage of individuals who have prioritized substance over appearance, depth over superficiality. Your journey of transformation is ongoing. Each day presents new opportunities to recommit to your goals, to deepen your self-understanding, and to make a meaningful impact on the world around you. Embrace these opportunities. Let your actions speak louder than any post or tweet ever could. As you move forward, carry with you the knowledge that true greatness isn't measured in likes or followers, but in the lives you touch, the growth you achieve, and the legacy you create. Your most significant achievements may never be broadcasted to the world, but they will be felt by you, by those closest to you, and by the world you influence through your authentic, purposeful living. So, as you step away from the constant narration of your life, step into the fullness of living it. Embrace the challenges, celebrate the quiet victories, and trust in the process of becoming. Your greatest chapter is not the one you tell the world about, it's the one you live with purpose, resilience, and unwavering determination. The world's waiting to see what you'll achieve, not through your words or posts, but through your actions and the person you become. Your journey continues, rich with possibility, ripe with potential. Embrace it fully, live it authentically, and watch as your life transforms in ways you never imagined. Remember, the most profound revolutions often begin in silence. Your revolution, your transformation starts now. Not with a declaration to the world, but with a quiet, powerful commitment to yourself. The impact you'll have, the person you'll become, and the legacy you'll create await on the other side of this decision. This is your moment, your time, your life. Live it fully, live it purposefully, and let the results of your journey speak for themselves. The world doesn't need to hear about your every step. It needs to feel the impact of your completed journey. So go forth with resilience as your armor, vision as your guide, and determination as your fuel. Your greatest self awaits,